Hi traders, this is Roberto and this is a tutorial on 1 hour scalp system and the ABCD patterns, which is the language of Forex when markets are trending, and actually it's the language of all financial markets. Markets tend to move in an ABCD pattern when they are trending. So on this chart, we're looking at pound Japanese yen. And notice that we had A, B, C, and D. And then C becomes A, and D becomes B. A, B, C, and D. And then again, A, B, C. I'm sorry, I drew that wrong 1 second. Let me do that all over. So again, A, B, C, and D. And C becomes A, D becomes B. And then we have a new C and D. So to combine the 1 hour scalp system with the Fibonacci tool and ABCD pattern. So what we need, let's start up here because this is where market rallied and found resistance, turned around. What we need is two candles of the same color. And here we have 1, 2, and a bearish engulfing candle or a red candle, which is our sell trigger. And then the next candle rallied but failed. So the next candle needs to close below the body of the alert candle. Again, two green candles, then a red candle, that's our alert. This candle really didn't do anything because the bears just pushed price down. Your entry is when price breaks below this candle here. So that's the 1 hour scalp system. Okay. So we take the trade, we're in profit, we're up, quite a bit here. And then what happens? Okay. Price finds support. So we look for another trade based on the consecutive candles. So we have 1, 2, 3 candles here. And there's our alert candle. It's a green candle. So we need price to break above this candle. That's our trade. Now, we're in between sessions here, and that's why the market just was flat. And it gave us a lot of clues that it was going to turn around. We have a hammer here, and this failed, and what turned around. So now we have, what we would do is we have a trade to the upside, but we want to also take our Fibonacci tool from the swing high to the swing low to calculate where it's going to stop and turn around and head south. Okay, so there it is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles followed by a bearish candle. That's our sell trigger. Let me just make it bigger so you can see what I'm talking about. And then we need a candle to close below this candle here, and it did, and there's your sell. Now, if we were just going to trade ABCD pattern, very simple. Here's A, here's B. Price came all the way up to 61%. And once you recognize the 1 hour scalp system that we should be selling at a Fibonacci level, then you want to target the extension. So from Fibonacci 61% to the extensions, it could be 127 or 118 extension or 161. Now, it did go all the way down to 161. So let's say we just took the trade here, it went all the way down to this. So this, notice how it turned around and went north? That would be our next ABCD pattern. So now this becomes A, and this becomes B, And notice that price went all the way up to 61% again. So we start looking for reversal patterns. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles followed by red. That's our sell trigger over here. So we are looking to sell and then target the extensions, and look, from 61% all the way down to 161%. So that trade would have generated over 119 pips. Okay. And this trade here, using the ABCD pattern, again, markets in a downtrend, we have lower lows and lower highs, ABC, right? And D is where? Down at the extension. So your entry is up here, and your target's down there, 78 pips. Okay, so the last one was here. So we take our Fibonacci tool, swing high to the swing low. Price goes all the way up to 50% retracement level, and look where it went down to the extension of 127. So we have two green candles followed by an alert or a bearish candle, and we take the trade when this one breaks below that candle. Okay. This will take the guesswork out of trading. You do not want to be sitting in front of your screen and figuring out where is the market. If you have to ask yourself, where is the market going, you're in trouble. You need to know already where price is going to go. You need to understand that price, Forex market, moves in an ABCD pattern when it's trending. Okay, so here again, swing low to the swing high, right? Comes back down to 50%. Look, stops at the extension. Now that's a trade to take to the opposite direction. We have two green candles followed by a bearish candle. Take your trade when it breaks below here. Here's another trade to the downside. You do not want to stay in this trade for a long time because you're going against the trend. But that was a nice 26 pip to the downside. Okay, so that's finished. So we have a new A, B, C, D pattern. So we had this A, B, C, and D. And now we have a new A, B, C, D pattern. A, B, C, and D. Okay. So take the Fibonacci tool from the swing low to the swing high. Now this ABC pattern is not complete yet. I'm sorry, I drew that wrong. It's supposed to be from this one. Swing high, swing low, came back down. And that's the extension. That was the target. And then we have another one here. A, B, C, and D. Almost hit that 161 extension. That's our target right there. So again, understanding the language of Forex, looking for a pullback for a C, and targeting D up here. Okay. So that's the tutorial on ABCD patterns and 1 hour scalp system. Of course, you can find 1 hour scalp trading anywhere, but they really work out well when you find them at A, B, C, and D areas. Okay, these are the levels of support and resistance. Okay, the markets are always doing an ABCD pattern when they're trending, and you just have to learn how to do this. And once you do, these trade setups just jump out at you. It's so easy to trade this because this is how the market moves. You know, the markets always move in an ABCD pattern when they are trending, or they consolidate. Okay, and that's it for this tutorial. Tomorrow's non-farm payroll. We're going to be trading that at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and then we're going to go over the 1 hour scalp system.